YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Xerxes coming back at you with another one. How y'all doing? It's been a minute. Wanted to go over the build that I've been playing in this new Path of Exile League. It is a Kinetic Blast of Clustering Necromancer, and I got the build from John Groan. Saw a video that he did. It looked fun. I just wanted to try something different other than Frostblades, and since this is a Wander League, I figured, you know what, let's just give it a shot. I've never played a Wander before, so I went in completely blind. I followed his like leveling progression, and it was honestly some of the easiest leveling that I've ever had in my entire life. So big shout out to him. I'll post a link to his video down there so you guys can check it. But this has got to be one of the most fun builds that I've ever played in my life. It's just amazing. Defenses are really good. Damage is insane. So I actually recorded a video earlier and forgot to have my mic on. So I went in here once. But this is just the T16 Maze of the Minotaur map. That's going to be Maven Witness. So I will show you guys what the build plays like. And just fair warning, it is going to fuck your eyes up. Like, you're not going to be able to see shit that's going on. And for some people that might be a deal breaker, and I got to be honest, it was kind of a turn off for me in the beginning. I didn't really like it, but after a while of playing with it, like, it's kind of weird, but you just get used to it. Like, I don't mind it anywhere near as much as I did in the beginning. But, you know, just fair warning, this is a very eye cancery build. But if you're looking for something that can blast maps and you know, clear legions, clear the new league mechanic insanely well. Like, you can literally just stand there and hold right click and not have to do anything. This is probably the build for you. So as you can see, just nothing but cancer. Oh, god damn it, I didn't mean to go in there. Nothing but cancer on the eyes, but the damage is crazy. And you'll be able to see that when we go in and go do the Minotaur. And this is one of the MTXs that you can get for it. I actually think that this is a little bit better than the main MTX, or just the default one. Oh, I forgot that I was running strong boxes on this. I'm like, wait a second, why can I keep on opening this? Nice. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, we did get a one of these things in the map. I'm not a huge fan of the wall situation, to be honest with you. I think that it's kind of just useless and makes things more difficult than it needs to be. But I'll clear out as many of the walls as I can just to show you how one of these events goes if you clear the walls out. A lot of the times I'm not even really looking too much at like the actual shit that's going on. I'm just looking at the mini map here and focusing on the red dots and seeing where they're coming from, because if you actually try and look, it's gonna fuck your eyes up, honestly. But yeah, so I'll show you. You can just stand here. I'm not gonna do anything other than just hold right click right now. Literally hands off. Hands still off. It's so good for this mechanic. It's like this build was pretty much just made for this league mechanic. It's insane. Obviously, you don't have to just stand in one spot. You can run around a little bit and clear them a little bit faster. But yeah, that was 900 graph blood right there for literally standing in one spot and holding right click. So let us get into... Did I go into my hideout? Of course I did. I lost my buffs, but it's not going to matter. So all you do on the boss is just drop a Arcanist brand, hit your graph skill, and I think that's all of them dead. It's insane, dude. We got a ziggurat right there too. So yeah, damage is pretty nutty. I really don't know how to even calculate it because I've never played something like this before. But obviously, we're hitting an insane amount of times with all these explosions that are overlapping and stuff. So POB says it's around like 4 million single hit, I think, but it's probably more like, I don't know, if I had to guess, like 40, 50, somewhere around there. Like, it's just insane, the damage that you do to bosses on this. I did Uber Elder for the first time, like, ever, and I did it deathless on this character, so it's crazy. So what we'll do is we'll go over the items one by one, and one of the things to note here is that I didn't buy any of these. I crafted all these items myself, which is crazy. So we'll just start with the helmet. This is just everything you're looking for is just max ES with resistances, and that's pretty much it, right? So Hubris Circlet with some ES resists, and then the implicits that you're looking for on here is Fizz taken as Chaos, because obviously we are Chaos Inoculation, and then I just put damage per power charge on there. And in this helmet, we have Shield Charge with faster attacks, Frost Blink, and Culling Strike, so you can cull anything that gets low. For the chest, crafted this with the tree, and then on here again just ES with Suppress, Craft, and then Fizz is Chaos, and then the Endurance Charge every 15 seconds is very important because with the Charge Duration Mastery, we end up having 3 Endurance Charges all the time, so very nice there. The amulet that I'm using right now is just filling all the strength and dex requirements that I need with some int, fizz 2 attacks, crit multi, and some ES with rarity, and then the anoint is Force of Darkness. For the rings, you're using an anathema, so technically we can have 5 curses on the enemy since we have 5 power charges, and then this is the new Foulborn Kikizaru, which just gives us a bunch of mana, which there's a reason why that's important, which I will go over right now, because Kinetic Blast of Clustering scales based on your mana. So it says deals 15 or 17% of fizz damage of your mana, right? So in here we have Kinetic Blast of Clustering with Returning Proj, Awaken Added Chaos, damage on full life, increase crit, and Sacred Wisps. So total right now I have 3,500 mana, so we're getting 17% of 3,500 added as fizz to our attack. The weapon, again, I crafted this with the tree. You're looking for max mana with spell damage and crit. Obviously you would want attack speed as an extra suffix, just haven't gotten that yet, and then you just craft on the pin chaos. In here we have Assassin's Mark with mark on hit and precision, and the shield, I can't remember, I might have done harvest reforges on this, but you're just looking for suppress with energy shield and attack speed and some chance to block if you can get it. And in here we have Tornado with Spellslinger and Bone Offering. The gloves, crafted these with the tree. The lightning damage to attacks is nothing, but just ES resistance. 1 rage on hit is very important, and then I needed a little bit more suppress, so put that on there. I think I did Reforged Defense through the Harvest bench here and just came up with something decent, and then had an open prefix, slammed it with a Crusader Exalt, and got increased ES, not bad. And in the gloves, we have Desecrate with Spellslinger, Volatile Debt of Seething. This just makes it to where you get more orbs when you Desecrate. So like, as you can see, because of your Necro, right? If you look at my attack speed modifier, it's at 48% right now. As soon as I do this a couple of times, we're at 248%. So it just jumps up to 248% almost immediately. The Abyss Jewel that I'm wearing is just phasing on kill with some damage to wands. Just randomly found this and corrupted it. And then the boots, ES with int and movement speed, avoid being chilled craft on there is really big. And then we just did Fizz's extra chaos and action speed. And the last gems are Arcanist Brand. This is our curse setup. Arcanist Brand with Despair, Enfeeble, and Punishment. So that covers all the gear except for the flasks. You're just using the Quicksilver, Roomies to help you with some block, Onslaught, phasing with some suppression on here as well, and then a Diamond Flask to cap your crit. So that goes over all of the gear. Now let's go over the passive tree. So the passive tree is fairly straightforward. One of the only things that I've done different than what he did was because right now I've been doing a bunch of Legion farming, so I did pick up an Inspired Learning, and then I passed over here just to get these 4 notables. In the POB, I think it will show something different, but this is the setup that I'm running to do Legions, and it's been insane. Legion and Harby farming is how I've made all my money right now. And as you can see, I'm sitting on, let's see here, 68 Divines with 1,700 Chaos, so I've been making some pretty good money doing that strategy. So let's go back to the passive tree. Things to note on here, really it's all pretty straightforward. The one thing that I will say is that you might be wondering, like, okay, you're doing a bunch of fizz damage, but you're scaling despair and chaos damage, right? Like, why is that? So the reason is with this right here, overwhelming malice. We have 100% crit chance, and we hit an insane amount of times. So during mapping and anything that you're hitting, bossing, everything, you're just going to be converting 100% of your chaos to fizz. So all of this, all of your fizz to chaos. So all of this fizz that you see on my weapon right here goes purely into chaos. So we scale nothing but chaos damage. And that's also why we anoint Force of Darkness for the chaos pin. Okay. Everything else is pretty straightforward. We are using a replica reckless defense to cap our block. So we should be at, I believe we're at 75 block with like somewhere around 60 spell block, almost fully suppression capped. We have like 98 chance to suppress and an insane amount of recovery, right? So for early progression, you do pick up Commander of Darkness first, and then once you get to your second lab, you unspec that, and then you spec these 4 points right here. And once you get this, the build just absolutely pops off. It's crazy. And then we're doing Mistress's Sacrifice. This is how we get our block, and this just helps regen some ES, which is very big for like mitigating a bunch of small hits. Like I haven't died in a while. Like as you can see, I'm level 97, been blasting for about an hour or two, and got almost all of this XP right here. So very good. Let's see, is there anything else that I want to cover in here? I think that covers it. What do you call it? This is the MTX that I'm using, the Heritage Kinetic Blast. There's also a Celestial one that looks pretty cool too, but it's just these little things that pop up from them. Makes it even harder to see, I think. So I like the Heritage a little bit better. I think that covers everything. POB will be down in the description below. But yeah, this build has been insanely fun. If you guys are looking for a super fast blaster that can do this league mechanic and pretty much any content in the game on a relatively cheap budget, I might add. Like granted, I crafted some of these pieces and they are very good, but with the Genesis tree, it's so easy to craft good gear like this. Like this is all solo self-found basically. The only thing that I've traded for in this game so far is maps. That's it. So take that as you will. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you guys have any questions or comments, anything you can, want to add or questions you want to ask, feel free to drop them down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.